Hello, everyone. I figured today we could learn a little bit more about the equations of a quadratic function. Just remember that this is standard form. Okay, the x squared goes first, then the x, then the constant, remember, is just a number. Now, a couple of things that you can tell just by looking at the equation. First of all, if you look at just the first term, if a is positive, so if a is greater than 0, then it's going to be concave up. It's going to be like a smiley face, okay? They're being positive, they're smiling. If a is negative, so if a is less than 0, then they're frowning, they're being negative, right? So you can tell whether it's concave up or down just looking at that. The other thing that you can tell is based on your constant, this is your y-intercept. Okay? There's some other things that we can do as well, but let's look at an example to do that. All right, so state the end behavior. This is your concave up or down, and explain how you know this from the equation. All right, so let's look at our equation. What number's in front of x squared if we don't see anything? 1. So since 1 is greater than 0, then it's going to be positive. So we got our smiley face going on. It's concave up. State the y-intercept from the function and explain how you know it from the equation. Again, your y-intercept is the number by itself. So I'm going to switch colors here. So -4, go around, is your y-intercept. It's the constant value. All right, determine the axis of symmetry. So we got to use our formula. X equals -b over 2a. Remember, if you're looking at a graph, that's not a very good graph. It's this line. It's this vertical line where you can fold it in half. So it's always x equals some number. Well, let's look at our formula. So I'm going to just write it down here. Y equals x squared plus 8x minus 4. So a is 1, b is 8, c is -4. You only need the a and the b for this formula. So plug it in. Instead of x equals -b, it's -8. Instead of 2 times 1, or 2 times a, 2 times 1. -8 divided by 2 is -4. So your axis of symmetry is x equals -4. Now, the thing to remember about the axis of symmetry, it also runs through your vertex. It's the x value in your vertex. Okay? So if I want to figure out what the vertex is, and I know that the axis of symmetry is -4, I can plug this in to the equation. Plug the axis of symmetry. Hi, hold on, let me just pause quick. Oh, hey. All right, so as I was saying, sorry for the interruption there. If you can find your axis of symmetry using this formula, you know the x value in your point. So to figure out the y value in your vertex, plug your axis of symmetry into your equation and solve. So I have y equals, instead of x squared, we'll do -4 squared. Make sure you put it in parentheses. Plus 8 times -4 minus 4. A lot of -4s in there. So we'll go to the calculator. And honestly, you could always check it in here too. X squared plus 8x minus 4. X squared plus 8x minus 4. Take a look at the table. Where does it turn? Oh, I forgot something. No, I did not. Oh, it's up here. See how it's -4? There's your axis of symmetry. X equals -4. See how it's -19, -19, -16, -16. They all match. So -4, -20 is your value. Or you could have gone to just the main screen and parentheses, -4. It's important that you put parentheses around it or it won't work out. Plus 8 times -4 minus 4. Notice how I typed it in exactly as I have it here with parentheses and all. -20. So your axis of symmetry is the point -4, -20. But again, you can find that right from your table. You're always going to have your table and your calculator to help you. Just wanted to show you how you could do it algebraically. The range of the function, well, look at the graph again. It goes off the screen, but you can see that it's concave up. We already talked about that. So if you know that it's concave up, and down here, the lowest point it gets to is the point -4, -20, your y values are what we're dealing with. All your y values are above -20. All your y's are greater than or equal to -20. So just some random things about that. This last one, on page 11, again, let's take a look at this. State the end behavior without even looking. Since 2 is greater than 0, it's going to be positive, so it's concave up. What's the y-intercept? Remember, that's your constant right here, +7. Now, the axis of symmetry, this one's a little bit more complicated. You're not going to be able to find it in the calculator. So y equals 2x squared minus 3x plus 7. We'll just check it out, see if we get lucky here. All right, looks like it's getting closer down here. I don't see anything that matches. That means that we're going to have to do it algebraically. So axis of symmetry, x equals -b over 2a. So if you go to your equation, a is +2, right? Here's a, b, c. B is -3, c is 7. So for our axis of symmetry, -b, so -3 over 2 times a, 2 times 2. -3 is +3 over 4. X equals 3/4 or x equals 0.75. That's your axis of symmetry. That's why we're not seeing it on the calculator, because it's a fraction. So if I want to figure out the vertex, remember, take your equation, your original equation, and we're going to take out the x's and we're going to plug in what we got for our x value for our vertex. Oh my gosh. So 2x squared minus 3x plus 7. So we know that the x value at the axis of symmetry is 3/4. So we're going to plug it in to find the y value of our vertex. Don't be afraid of a fraction. Your calculator is going to do most of the work. Just type it in. So second quit, 2 parentheses, alpha y equals, to get your fraction, 3 over 4, hit the right arrow button, close parentheses, squared, minus 3 parentheses, alpha y equals 3 over 4, hit the right arrow button, then your parentheses, plus 7. 47/8. Yeah, we wouldn't see that. So that's the y value in your turning point. Here's the x value, here's the y value. Put them all together. Your vertex is the point 3/4, 47/8. What? All right. Now let's sketch a picture. We already decided it was concave up, right? Because that's positive. So our parabola would look something like this. We just calculated the vertex, which was 3/4. And I don't even remember what the other one was. 47/8. Remember, range deals with your y values. So since your y values are just going up, all your y's are greater than or equal to whatever this point is in your vertex. Again, you're not going to see anything that difficult, but I just wanted to show you a range of different things that you could do, but just by looking at the equation. All right, we're going to stop there for today. You are going to have some practice to try in the next 2 pages, just trying to identify which graph this would be. You could even use your graphing calculator or look at the fact that it should be concave up or down in your y-intercepts. Here, it's just asking about the turning point. The only thing is part D ended up on the next page, so just ignore it. All right. And actually, I don't think I'm going to assign this page to you for now. Well, that question, excuse me. You're just going to want to answer the questions at number 5. So you're going to have page 12 and 13, but you don't have to worry about question 4 because it's one of those weird ones with a decimal, and I don't want you to stress out over that. We'll do that one together. All right, if you have questions, you know what to do. Stop by the math lab or send me an email. I'm happy to help. Have a good day.